Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a topic that you literally hear about every single day: artificial intelligence. It's all over the news, it's in our movies, and as we're about to find out, it is definitely in our pockets. But what is it really? Let's demystify AI together. Okay, first things first, when you hear AI, your mind might jump straight to futuristic robots, right? Well, the reality is actually a lot closer to home. AI isn't some far-off idea. It's a technology that's already deeply woven into the fabric of our daily lives. You know, you've probably used it multiple times today and didn't even think about it. I mean, from the really obvious stuff like asking Siri to play a song, to the things that happen behind the scenes, like your navigation app finding you a faster route because it predicted a traffic jam before it even got bad. All these tools, from your email's spam filter to the feed you're scrolling through, they're all learning from patterns to make your life just a little bit easier. It's already everywhere. Okay, so we know it's all around us, but how does it work? How can a phone recognize your face or a GPS predict traffic an hour from now? Let's lift the hood and see how a machine can actually learn. At its core, AI is really just the science of making things smart. The whole goal is to build machines that can do stuff we normally associate with human minds, like learning from experience, solving problems, or even understanding a conversation. It's less about creating a conscious brain and way more about simulating the results of one. So how does that simulation actually happen? Well, you can think of it like a three-step dance. First, the AI just vacuums up a colossal amount of data. We're talking texts, images, numbers, you name it. Then, using some pretty complex algorithms, it sifts through all that data to find patterns and connections. Finally, based on all those patterns it found, it makes a prediction or takes an action all by itself. It's this constant cycle of learning from data to make smarter and smarter decisions. And to get a little more specific, the main engine driving most AI today is something called machine learning, where systems basically teach themselves by finding patterns in data. But when you have really complex problems, we use a technique called deep learning. It's powered by these things called neural networks, which are digital systems kind of loosely modeled on our own brains. With millions of connections, they can learn to spot incredibly subtle patterns, the kind you'd need to tell a cat from a dog or to understand the nuance in a sentence. But here's a really crucial point. The term AI is a huge umbrella. Not all AIs are created equal. You can almost think of it like a family tree, where there are different generations with vastly different abilities. So let's take a look at that family tree. Now, if you take one thing away from this explainer, let it be this. Everything we have today, from the most advanced chatbot to a self-driving car, falls into that very first category: narrow AI. It can be absolutely brilliant at one specific task, but it can't think or reason outside of that one little box. The idea of a true human-like artificial general intelligence, or AGI, that's still just a theory. And superintelligence? Well, that's purely science fiction for now. So with a technology this powerful, you have to ask about the impact, right? Because like any game-changing technology, AI is a classic double-edged sword. It comes with this fascinating mix of incredible promise and some very real peril. And believe me, this isn't some theoretical debate for the future. I mean, get this. A recent study from an emerging economy like Brazil found that a staggering 74%, that's nearly 3 out of 4 small and medium businesses there, are already using AI. This just goes to show how fast this tech is becoming a global economic force, which makes understanding its upsides and downsides urgent for all of us. On the positive side, the promise is huge. AI is amazing at automating all that boring, repetitive work, which frees us up, boosts efficiency, and cuts down on human error. But its real magic is in tackling problems at a scale we just can't. Imagine researchers using AI to analyze millions of molecules to discover new life-saving drugs in a fraction of the time. It's a tool for making us better. But, of course, there's the other side of that coin. Automation brings up some really tough questions about the future of jobs. And because AI learns from the data we give it, it can sometimes pick up our own biases, leading to discrimination. Add in major concerns about data privacy and the ethical questions around machines making autonomous decisions, and it becomes pretty clear that building AI responsibly is one of our biggest challenges. So we know this technology is powerful, and we know it's here to stay. The question is no longer if AI is going to shape our future, but how. And what role are we going to play in that story? I think this quote really gets to the heart of the optimistic view here. The goal shouldn't be to replace people, but to augment our own capabilities. The best possible future is one where humans and machines work together, combining our creativity and our judgment with AI's incredible speed and analytical power. It's really about partnership, not replacement. And that partnership model also applies to the workforce. I mean, yes, some jobs will certainly be automated, but AI is also creating entirely new categories of jobs at the same time. Demand is absolutely soaring for specialists who can build, manage, and guide these systems. So the future isn't about getting rid of workers. It's about adapting and retraining for a world where we work alongside these intelligent machines. And that brings us to our final, and maybe the most important thought of all. AI is a mirror. It reflects the data we feed it, the priorities we program into it, and the biases we teach it. It is learning from us every single second. So the ultimate question isn't just about what AI can do for us. It's about who we want to be. What knowledge, what values, and what goals should we be teaching it? The future of AI is really a question about the future of us.